Hello, 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 and welcome to hopefully another edutaining episode of Create Simple Meals. I've had a day already with this, again, with the technological stuff, so hopefully everything is working fine. So today we're going to do, actually my daughter and my resident TikToker, she suggested that since Valentine's Day is coming up, why don't I do some easy meals that someone could prepare for Valentine's Day. So today we're going to do a pan-seared chicken. Now this meal you can dress up, dress down, make it as elegant as you want or as casual as you want. What we're going to have it with tonight is a stacked caprese salad. So the recipe for the caprese salad and the balsamic reduction will be on the website. I don't have it programmed into the software, but I am going to make the reduction for you here today. As far as the chicken, let's get started with that. It's a real simple recipe. I ain't got my right glasses on today, but real simple recipe. We got some chicken breasts here. We're going to season them off. We're going to put some vegetable oil on them. And then we're going to go ahead and season them off with some kosher salt, little ground pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoned paprika. And then we're going to pan fry that in this pan here and add a little butter. Excuse me, a little bit of butter. As always, folks, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy. Shout out to him for helping me get my system back up. And Self Lodge Planning for all your group and individual travel needs, as well as For You by Me Creative Design. So for all your gift ideas, please hit them up. And by Petty Phrases. When you want a t-shirt, you want to say something, say it with your chest. All right. So I think I'm missing the input here, but we'll worry about that later. Let's go ahead and get this started. Huh? Yeah, it's not showing? It should be. I don't know, it's streaming. Check on YouTube. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and get this started. Get a little oil in this pan. And while we're doing that, we're going to go ahead and start mixing up our seasoning. So our dry rub is going to consist of a little bit of paprika, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of onion powder, some Italian dressing, and some sea salt. Give me one, folks. Second, folks. Huh? Oh, it is showing. It's on YouTube? Huh, that's weird. Not sure what's going on with Facebook today, but we don't have to worry about that. Just be here on YouTube. So let's go ahead and mix this up. And then we're going to, give me a glove. I'm about to touch this chicken. And let's go put just a little bit of oil on these chicken breasts. Not much, but maybe a half a tablespoon. Sorry, a tablespoon and a half or so on here. You want to rub that all in there. And then we're going to go ahead with our dry hand, go ahead and season these up on both sides. While you're sitting there, folks, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when we're on. Please like and follow us on Facebook. Like us on Instagram. As always, tap into us on TikTok. Visit our website, createsimplemeals.com, early and often for all our videos and recipes, or email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. And while you're on that website, if you hit that chat button, you can actually hit me directly, and if I'm not otherwise engaged, I will respond to you, usually within 20 minutes or so. All right, we're just finishing off seasoning these chicken breasts with that herb mixture that we mixed earlier: garlic, onion, paprika, a little bit of kosher salt. We're going to mix that all up there, and then we're going to start cooking these off in the pan. Now, if you don't have enough space in your pan, don't crowd it. Do it in batches. But I think we're going to get away with that right now. And we're going to let this cook on medium-high heat for about 5 to 7 minutes. And while we're doing that, I'm going to see can I get our Facebook family to join us here on YouTube as well. Yeah, it's showing. It's going. But you not seeing it? Huh? But just on YouTube? Yeah, that's weird. Turn this down some. For whatever reason, it didn't go. Yeah, it's showing streaming to Facebook. Not sure why that's not doing it. But we're not going to worry about that now. Again, if you're just now tuning in, folks, we are, messed around and turned off the screen. There we go. We are doing a pan-seared chicken. So we took some chicken, we put some olive oil on that, and we seasoned that up with half a teaspoon of kosher salt, ground pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoned paprika, and we're going to let that go ahead and cook off in this pan for about 5 to 7 minutes or so. Then we're going to flip that over, and we're actually going to serve this with a stacked caprese salad, which is basically some sliced buffalo mozzarella, some basil leaves, and some tomatoes. And we're going to add to that a balsamic reduction, which we're going to do once we're done with the chicken breast. And we're going to serve it just like that. So this is a perfect meal for that date night, for Valentine's Day, for anything. Like I said, you can dress it up, dress it down, make it as elegant or as casual as you would like it. I'm having a hard time seeing. I lost my regular glasses, so I'm using my dollar store readers. Now, so while this is cooking, you do not want to move it at all. So that's why I say it's going to just sit here and cook for about 5 to 7 minutes or so. I'm watching it to see how far it's cooking. Just as a tip, maybe I can get in a tighter zoom in there. If you can see about right in here, when you're cooking, you'll see it start to go white. So that gives you an idea about how far you have left to cook. So you basically want to cook it halfway, like I said, about 5 to 7 minutes. Then we're going to just flip that over and go from there. Now you can serve this also with garlic mashed potatoes, or some grilled asparagus. Like I say, however you want. Is one of them simple meals that should impress even the pickiest eater, but also it's not something you need to spend all day and night in the kitchen for. When we do our balsamic reduction that's going to go on the caprese salad that we're serving, it's real simple. We're going to take a half a cup of balsamic vinaigrette and a quarter cup of brown sugar, and we're going to cook that down until it gets into a syrupy consistency, and that's how we're going to serve it. Real simple. I'm going to try and do another, matter of fact, I'm going to cover this a little bit, see if that helps it cook faster. I'm going to try maybe next week. I think we got, 2 more weeks before Valentine's Day. Next week and maybe the week after to do another recipe or two that's real quick and something that you can, share with your favorite loved one on that special day. Matter of fact, maybe we'll do some salmon. Yeah, we might do some salmon next week. That's usually a hot V-Day meal. Well, obviously in steak. I sous vide all my steaks, so that's not something we probably gonna end up doing on the show. While you're sitting there waiting for this chicken to get flipped over, folks, please remember to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Like us on Facebook and follow us as well Please like us on, and follow us on Instagram. Tap into us on TikTok. Visit our website, createsimplemeal.com, for all our recipes and videos. Or you can email me for any questions at askme@createsimplemeals.com. And if you're on that web page, you can also hit that chat button and contact us directly. As far as the email, please email me your ideas. Some of the ideas that I have cooked have come, oh yeah, that's getting real nice, from the viewing audience. So we got a nice sear on these, as you see. Again, you want to just put them in there. You don't want to be messing with them. Just let them just sit and cook. These are some pretty thick breasts. Pro tip. So when I bought these chicken breasts, I don't know what's on with these chicken nowadays. These are some Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let me put this butter in here. Chicken breasts, like they all on steroids or something. Anyway, when I bought these things was way too large. So what I did, if you're familiar with the chicken breast, there's always that one little piece got a line in it. That's the tenderloin or the breast tender. I cut that off, put that in the house, and that's going to be a meal for tomorrow, because these breasts were about 1 pound each. Swirl that butter around in there. I know y'all thought I forgot about the butter, didn't you? I'm going to cover this. And we're covering it primarily to speed up the cooking process, but also it'll help maintain that moisture. Usually with chicken breast, I personally, when I'm cooking for the family, like to season mine up, a couple of hours before, if not even a day before, so that I can lock in that season and help with maintaining that moisture. Again, if you're just now tuning in, we are doing pan-seared chicken breast. We took 3 chicken breasts, or about 1 pound of chicken breast, and you can put a little vegetable oil on there, season those up with some kosher salt, some ground pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian season, a little bit of paprika. Sear that off, and halfway through it, you're going to put some butter in there. Now, why not olive oil versus vegetable oil? The reason I use vegetable oil in this one is because vegetable oil has a higher smoke point than olive oil does. And because we're, cooking in this pan here, I'm on fairly high heat. I'm using an induction, so I'm at 350 degrees. At fairly high heat, you don't want to burn out your oil. And even with the olive oil, well, I got butter in there now, but as you see in that pan, you see, can I give us a little clearer view? You see in that pan how it's starting to get brown, that butter and that oil. If that was olive oil, it would probably be black by now. Again, this show is brought to you by the Self-Employed Tax Guy, the tax prep company that was built from the ground up just for you and me. Also, for self-lodged planning for all your group and travel needs, please hit them up. For all your gift ideas, contact For You by Me Creative Design. And for your t-shirt ideas, petty phrases. When you have something to say, you say it with your chest. Grab my handy dandy thermometer and see about where we at. We got a little ways to go. As you know, chicken or poultry is done at 165, so we got a little bit ways to go, so we're going to go ahead and cover that back up and keep it going. I was going to tell you to see if you put the link on Create Simple Meals, but I'm going to add it from there. Yeah. I don't know why YouTube didn't come in today. Normally I have issues with, you know what, because I made that comment about Mark Zuckerberg last week. Told me and him going to have problems, so now you have an issue with my page. Just kidding, Zuckerberg. Give me another check while we waiting. Oh yeah, we coming along quite nicely. Yeah, folks, that's gonna be about another uh, 5 or 6 minutes or so before those get done. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover them up. But it's food, so you can't rush the process. Gotta go and let it do what it do. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing for our balsamic reduction. So, as I said earlier, it's gonna be real simple. You're gonna add in a cup of balsamic vinegar, and you're gonna add in, now my recipe tells you to bring this to a boil first, but I've done this enough times where it ain't gonna make a difference. You're gonna add in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing this up now. And then we're just gonna, once this is done, I need to add another burner out here. Actually, I do have another burner, but to be honest, folks, these things take a lot of power. But once this is done, we're gonna plus the chicken got to rest, we're gonna let that rest. We're gonna go ahead, finish off the meal with a caprese salad. Now, with this caprese salad, good buddy of mine, Mateo, he does it with, you can add this to yours if you like. He add capers, Parmesan cheese, a little Italian dressing here. So you can dress that up also as much as you want. Today, we're gonna do something real simple. Just basically layer mozzarella, tomato, basil, mozzarella, tomato, basil, a little bit of balsamic reduction on there, and I did add just a little bit of salt and pepper to give it some flavor. But it's a real simple meal, something that's nice, quick, can be very elegant, impress your date on Valentine's Day, or any day for that matter. As you know, here on Create Simple Meals, we believe there's only 3 rules: passion, patience, and practice, but we don't believe it has to be complicated. So you can make a hot dog look beautiful with enough ingenuity. Maybe that's going a little bit too far, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm gonna give y'all a shot back in that pan, because you see, even with the vegetable oil, you see how it's starting to, it ain't burnt, but that seasoning, how it's starting to blacken up, and that's why we're using the vegetable oil over olive oil. All right, we got about another 2 or 3 minutes on these. Now, when you, because I really hate constantly piercing chicken, but if you're gonna do it, because you're checking your temperature, try and get the same spot each time. That's a good way to have your food leaking all that good moisture in there. That's at 150. That one's at 147. And this one here is at I don't know if I trust that one. That's a 165. They hit the bottom of the pan. That one's at 140, 151. All right, so about 2 or 3 more minutes, we hit the 165. And actually, I'm gonna take them off the heat when they get to about 160, because that residual heat will keep cooking. So we ain't gotta rush that process. I'm sorry, I haven't had y'all on that pan shot for a minute now, but I was checking the temperature. I was sitting here today, just another little tidbit. So I've been taking this, some of y'all probably have seen it on TikTok, this detox thing where you blend up cucumber, ginger, pineapple juice, I think lemon, and some other stuff. I don't make it. My wife makes it for me. But you mix all this stuff up and you drink it half in the morning, half in the afternoon. I was skeptical about its results, but I will tell you this. In 5 days, I actually did lose 5 pounds. I'm going to take it for another 2 weeks or so and see does that 5 pounds keep going or does it finally taper off. I've done no other changes in my life, just doing that. I just want to see how it goes. So no other changes whatsoever. Haven't increased working out. Haven't changed my diet. Just that detox. So if it do work, I will be the first one to come back and tell y'all that it works. And if it don't, I'll be the first one to tell y'all, well, it's a good drink, but it ain't going to do much for you. Huh? Oh. Let's check this again real quick. Ah, yeah, we almost there, folks. Yep. Check that again. I'm going to give them 2 or 3 minutes. Then the other thing I've added into my diet, and I've been doing this now for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no, 3 is my 3rd week, is that sea moss thing everybody's been talking about. Now, the sea moss is supposed to help you with all kind of health benefits. I will say this, as far as the energy, the other day I had to, the studio cover had a leak in it, and I had to redo the roof. And I was able to get up there, and I'm not a physically fit dude by no means, and I'm not a construction guy, but I was able to redo the roof by myself. And the only thing I had that day for sustenance was my detox drink and my sea moss. And the only reason I stopped and ate wasn't because I needed to eat. I just knew I needed some nutrition. So the sea moss definitely kept me going. I have seen a little bit difference in my skin or whatnot. Health-wise, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm one of them dudes that very rarely gets sick, so I can't speak to that part of it. Plus, I'm not qualified to speak to medical facts. But I can tell you this, it ain't hurting, and I have seen a few benefits. Skin's not as dry, definitely have the energy. As far as the sickness, as I said, I don't get sick. I think I've only been like what you would call real sick probably twice in the last 15 years. So can't speak to that, but I say try it. It definitely ain't gonna kill you, but it definitely might work for you. All right, let me do this one last check because I think we about good to go. I keep forgetting to take y'all off that shot. All right. Yep, that's done. That one's done. And that one's done. So what we're going to do right now, folks, we're going to go ahead and take this off, and we're going to set this to the side. Let this cool down for just a second or so. And while we're doing that, we're going to start on our balsamic reduction. So again, for this balsamic reduction, it's real simple. We have a cup of balsamic vinegar and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. So just basically 1 to 4. So if you want to reduce it or add it up, just remember 1 to 4. If you want to do 2 cups of this, then you would do a 1/2 cup of the brown sugar. We're going to let this boil off to get to a syrupy-like consistency and go from there. And I'm going to go ahead and, because I already got my plate somewhat prepared, I'm going to go ahead and get one of them out. And show y'all what we're doing. So the salad, I've already started making it up. Let me go see, can I zoom in a little bit on the salad. The salad is, as you see, basically you just layering basil, tomato, mozzarella, and repeat. I put a little Italian herb on mine, and a little bit of salt. That's the way I like it. But for the most part, it ain't nothing. You ain't got to overthink it. You can dress it up or down. You can add some capers to it. But the basic recipe is for caprese salad is tomato and mozzarella. And then you can add the basil to it, which is what we've done. But like I said, my buddy Mateo, he likes to add capers and garlic and a whole bunch of other stuff that every time I try and duplicate what he did, I just can't get. I call him, he tell me exactly what to do. I do it, it don't work. Which is another lesson, folks. Recipes are going to be unique to everybody. We can both sit here and follow the exact same recipe. I don't know what is about this. We can follow the exact same recipe and cook it side by side, and I guarantee you, it's going to take different. I have no idea how that happens. It just happens. It's not to say anyone's is better or worse, but they're just different. All right, as you see, that's got a nice boil to it. Let me give you a shot in that pan. And we're just going to just boil this and let it reduce down a little bit. They say to about half. You don't necessarily have to go half, go less or more, but you really just want to serve like consistent. Like to be honest, you could stop there. I'm not, because I like mine a little bit thicker. While you're sitting there, folks, please hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. Hit that notification bell. Like and follow us on Facebook at Create Simple Meals. Please follow us on Instagram. Again, the same name, Create Simple Meals. Tap into us on TikTok. You can please visit that website, createsimplemeals.com, and email us for all your questions or comments at askme@createsimplemeals.com. And if you're on our website, you can hit that chat button and talk with us directly. I usually respond within 20 minutes or so. And don't get stuck in a holiday dinner or some special meal and hit me up and be mad at me because I didn't see your message. And be like, I sent that instant message and I burned my lamb. You're supposed to be helping me. And I'm like, I'm sorry. All right, that's getting almost there. We're going to let this go about another minute or so. But as you see, it is thickening it up. Let me do another zoom shot. You can see that it is almost where I want it to. But we started, well, it's kind of hard to see, but we started right there, and now we're down to here. So it has reduced some. And I can feel it getting thicker and thicker. Now, as obviously, I don't give times. This is not a unique process. If you look up balsamic reduction, some people are going to tell you 10 minutes. I'm going to tell you right now, the reason I don't use times, because I've learned, along with you, that when I'm using different burners, like the induction burner, the time gets cut down sometime in half, sometime even more than that. So you can't cook by time. You have to really just be in there and watch what the process is. Oh, yeah, that's about where I want it to be. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And we're going to let this come to a slight cool. Actually, if I was thinking, I would have brought an ice bath out here to let it cool down. We're just going to stir it off the burner and let that reduce some. And then while we add it, let's go ahead come back to our chicken. Let's move this out our way. And let's go ahead and give us, grab me a fork and a knife. Put a little bit of this balsamic on there. And as you see, folks, let's not get a tighter shot in there. That's a gorgeous looking plate. And I ain't one for plating too often, but that's a gorgeous looking plate right there. So let's go ahead and give us a nice taste test here. As you see, nice and done all the way through. And definitely tender and flavorful. So you just now, you're catching the last end of the show. We took some chicken breast, put a little oil on it, seasoned up with some kosher salt, ground pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, some paprika, and we cooked that up in a pan with some a little bit of butter. After that, we made us a balsamic reduction of half a cup of balsamic vinegar and a quarter cup of brown sugar, and put that over a stacked caprese salad to complete this meal. This is something, as I say, you can do it for Valentine's Day. This is really some good chicken. That's really good chicken. I'm not just stop being so anal about seasoning the head, because I season this right on the spot with y'all, and it's tender, it's moist, not dry at all. If it was so, I would tell you, done all the way through, very good. I recommend you try it. Put your own twist on it. If you don't want to change the seasonings up, you want to add some cumin, do something different. But as always, folks, please, before you leave here, if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you always know we're on YouTube. Please like and follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and tap into us on TikTok. Visit our website, createsimplemeals.com, for all our videos and our recipes. For any questions, comments, or recommendations, please email me at askme@createsimplemeals.com. And if you're on there, you need to hit me up, and real quick, real fast, please hit that chat button. You can talk to me directly. As always, folks, when it comes to cooking, we absolutely, positively only have 3 rules. You must have a passion, you must have patience, and you must be willing to practice. Until next week, when we will bring you another simple meal. Happy cooking, folks. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Don't forget to subscribe.